Larry's...
He had 500,000 viewers at one point in the beginning of the week.
Yeah.
They said his last week even, he's dying.
He was dropping viewers day by
dying.
day.
Just bleeding
day by day.
viewers.
And here's Larry's final send-off from last night.
It's not very often in my life I've been without words, but I want to thank everybody associated with this program.
Was that laughter?
All the people behind the scenes, as I mentioned, Wendy and the staff, floor people, everybody who makes it possible, even the suits at the top. I love them, too. When I started 25 years ago at a little studio in Washington, D.C.,
It all
I never
started
thought
for
it
me
would
in
ever
a small radio
last this
station
long
in Fresno,
or come
California.
Right.
He was 52 when he started. He did radio before, right?
Oh, yeah, he did.
Jesus.
He was a radio guy.
Oh, it was right.
Rumors have it that he might go back to radio. It continues.
Oh.
I never thought it would ever last this long or come to this. So I'm going to go on, do a lot of other things. We're going to do specials here on CNN. I'm going to be seeing other places.
Yeah, thanks.
I don't know why. It's just funny to think of him farting in his chair.
I'm going to go on and do other things. I'm going to sit in the living room. My wife has sex with a Spanish man, and I'm going to die. Those are the things I'm going to do.
That's what I'm going to be up to.
She's more bummed than anyone.
Of
Fuck,
course
she's going to
she
be
is.
around all the time.
His broadcasting career is going to be him talking into his life call machine.
Sure.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
I love when the veterans retire and they say, I'll be doing special projects still for CNN.
Yes.
It's always some weird fucking thing, and it's on in the middle of the night. No one
you never
sees
see it.
Or on
What's he
Saturday
gonna
morning
do?
or something.
Really, what's he going to do?
I'm going to go on, do a lot of other things. We're going to do specials here on CNN. I'm going to be seen in other places.
Uh-oh.
Do some radio
Funeral
work.
homes.
Be around baseball. So you're not going to see me go away. But you're not going to see me here on this set anymore. For 2 weeks, they're going to be playing highlight shows.
So they will see you.
I don't know what to say except to you,
Oh, it's breaking up.
my audience.
It's cracking.
Thank you. And instead of goodbye,
Thanks, Dan.
how about so long?
God, was I waiting for that?
That was a damn good one.
Worth the wait. That's hilarious, man.
So long, funny man.
There goes Larry. Out the door. See you later.
He had some amazing moments. His Brando interview, if you watch that, Brando was such a tough guy
When
to
they were
interview.
Kissing.
Dude, he had an amazing interview with Marlon Brando.
Unfortunately, stayed too long, man. Larry was the guy.
He did.
People would bow to Larry King and how he did his interviews.
That's
But
where you
He
went.
stayed around way too long.
If you wanted to be on the news, you wanted your point to get across, you wanted a product to plug, you went on Larry King.
Well, this is what we're going to do now. We might as well keep this going.
Oh, we might as well.
We got the top Larry King moments of the past year. Not
This
of
is
all
just
time.
The year. This will be proof positive that he stayed way too long.
Yeah.
But it'll also add to the mystery of why he didn't have more viewers when he's doing shit like this, because I'm captivated by Larry's bumbling and stuttering.
Somebody should hire Larry and make believe, like, no, man, Larry, we still think you really got it.
Larry, you got it.
And just throw him on TV as a mess like he is.
You'll see me on I'll be doing a live from the compound at Anthony's house.
You should hire him.
I'll hire him to just do a show
You're
from
not
my
allowed to use
basement.
your shit. You might as well let Larry
Imagine
use your shit.
going down into the basement and just feeding Larry.
Right.
He just stays in the studio.
I would hire him.
How about PFG TV with Scorch? Scorch and Larry King. I'm here with Larry King. We're getting some more places. I think Honolulu just picked us up.
Here's Scorch.
For the past year, the sixth top moment, Larry and Willie Nelson.
Let's sing one.
Oh, no.
Let's you and I do one.
Want to do one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Want to do Blue Skies?
Yeah, we could do Blue Sky.
Okay. Want me to start?
Yeah.
Blue skies smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see.
Bluebirds singing a song. Nothing but bluebirds from now on.
Never saw the sun shining so bright.
Never saw things going so right.
Working in the day, worry at night. When you're in love, My, how it flies.
Blue skies, blue days, all of them gone. Nothing but blue skies from now on.
Holy shit, was that awful?
But it's like, who wants to watch that shit? It's like you want to watch someone
That's with maudlin.
with all of these news shows that get every bit of information.
Yeah.
I think people are fucking tired of softball interviews. Nobody wants to see his softball interviews.
Well, obviously. Piers is going to be an asshole on that show.
Yeah.
And he can't, Larry can't sing, obviously, but it's not even just that he can't sing. He's got that accent. Where is it? Blue skies, they're smiling at me. It's like a Borscht Belt comic.
Yeah, that's
kind of accent. Is it a Jewish dialect
sure it
kind of a
is.
thing that he's
bit.
got there?
A little bit. The top moments of 2010, Larry King. Here's number 5 when he talked to Lady Gaga this past
Lady Gaga.
Been a lot of stories, and stories so often wrong, about your health. How are you?
I'm okay. Thank you, Larry. How are you?
I'm okay.
There you go. That's
That was terrific.
wow. What a thrilling moment that was.
Sure. We move on. Well, Larry plays the Seinfeld reunion a year after it happened.
Oh God, that's great.
The cast of Seinfeld recently reunited on Curb Your Enthusiasm. Let's take a look at some behind-the-scenes footage as they all walk onto the set.
It was a year ago.
Yeah, once again, let's watch. Let's go back in time.
All right.
Jerry,
It was a year ago.
It was a year ago. Let's go back. All right.
I think Jerry Seinfeld was the only one that called him out on
Dude,
his shit.
yes, he was.
I think he
Jerry
was the only one.
Would beat the shit out of Larry.
We could replay the whole Seinfeld interview.
It's hysterical. Because do you
don't know
who I-
this, Larry?
Because do you know who I am?
You don't know this?
Show was canceled. It was #1. Do you know who I am?
You don't know this? Just so annoying.
You missed Tommy Lee teaching him how to play drums.
Oh God, what is?
Who's that? One of his roids.
Yeah, no, they're showing highlights
no,
everywhere.
Samurai sword fighting and the hell.
Heather
Was it
Mills'
prosthetic?
leg. That was Heather Mills. Number 3 moment of the past year, Larry calls Ringo Starr. Well, let me just play
Lady
this.
Gaga looks like Marilyn Manson.
And what a story. Where were you when John passed?
When John passed, I was in Sussex, in my home in Sussex. That's where I was.
Somebody called you?
Yeah, my manager at the time called me, and that was just the shock of all shocks, you know.
George, where were you?
George? No, this is Ringo.
Ringo, where were you?
I was in the Bahamas.
I was getting to it when George
Yeah,
passed.
I was.
No,
in
you
the-
weren't, Larry. You've got
Shut
his
up!
name
It's my
wrong.
turn.
I know, but you got your name wrong,
I
Ringo,
know.
on national
Give him a
television.
break.
We can't play
Anyway,
it. It's
I
live.
was in the Bahamas.
Oh, he called him out. Paul called him out.
Yeah.
Larry, you got the name wrong.
But did you hear that little bit of fucking real annoyance between Ringo and Paul?
Yeah, Ringo.
Oh, they hate
It's
it.
my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ringo sounds like he's a complete
Let
asshole.
me. I have to now tell you where I was. I was in the Bahamas.
Doing what? Playing a fucking casino?
And what Paul McCartney should have said.
What were you doing?
Paul McCartney should have said, "Look, Ringo, when you left the fucking studio, I redid all your drum parts." But go ahead.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell Larry
Go ahead.
where you were when Lennon died?
Did he really do that?
There's rumors. There's rumors that Ringo wasn't the best drummer.
He really wasn't.
Where
No,
were
that-
you? when
I mean,
you
that
heard-
part is not the rumor. Everyone knows he was not the best drummer.
When you heard Ringo's career died, Paul, where were you?
Here is
Swam.
the runner-up top moment on Larry King of the past year.
What was that accent, Stephen? Where is?
Talking to the guy from Avatar, the big Marine guy.
Ah, right.
The actor's name is Stephen Lang.
What was that accent, Stephen? Where is he from?
That's a Marine accent. It's been my experience that the Jarhead clan almost has their own vernacular, their own accent. It's I'd say there's a bit of Virginia in there, a little Tidewater, Virginia, and maybe a few other things as well. It's made up.
Do you remember the movie A Few Good Men, which Jack Nicholson played that incredible part? Well, Stephen Lang did it on Broadway, and he was incredible with that great line, right? You wouldn't know the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just biding my time till I die.
You wouldn't know the truth.
You wouldn't know the truth.
I think Larry's the type of guy that probably just wung it.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys that just
Definitely.
wings it, and then old age got to him. and he couldn't wing it anymore.
77.
That famous, unforgettable line, which I'm about to forget.
Right. Yeah, he did say unforgettable as he forgets it.
Something about the truth, justice, and the American way. When you played Superman on Broadway, wait a minute, who?
I'm going to make you a soup you can't refuse. Didn't the good father say that?
Wasn't that a famous line? What was some of the other famous lines?
Keep your friends close. And your friends close. Isn't that what they said in The Good Father, too?
I believe that was one of the famous lines.
Frankly, my dear, I don't understand. Isn't that what they said? I just don't care.
Frankly, my dear, I need some garlic. And Welch's grape juice.
Frankly, my audience, where are you? Because you're leaving rapidly. Oh, he's a boob.
Oh, he's just an idiot.
I could have been somebody instead of a doddering fool, which is what I am.
That's great. He is the worst.
No, what a...
Just a fucking waste. 5 years. 5 years too long. Definitely.
But we only started noticing a few years back.
Yeah.
Although at the end, the Motley Crue, when was that?
The Motley Crue.
4 years ago, maybe? 5 years ago?
I bet you it was longer than that.
We were on XM, though, I think. It was.
We were?
Yeah. That was definitely
Because I think that was the moment we said, uh-oh, what's going on here?
E-Rock thinks 5 years ago. I think about
5 years ago? Okay. Here's the top moment of 2010 on Larry King.
Joining Lawrence Silver with us now is Deborah Tate, Roman Polanski's former sister-in-law, the sister of the late Sharon Tate. On a personal note, I knew Sharon Tate, had interviewed her a couple of months before a tragic murder. What do you want to see happen?
I would like to see this whole thing go away. I think that there's been a lot of time that has passed, and we need to bring it to an end.
You ever talked to Roman Polanski?
I have.
Well, how can you have a civil conversation with someone who so brutally murdered your sister?
Roman didn't murder my sister.
No, I mean, well, I'm sorry, but the fact that he would have this terrible thing happen to him after the death of your sister to once again focus you into the public light. That's what I meant.
No, it isn't.
I don't have any problems with Roman whatsoever.
Oh, my God.
What a dummy.
Wow. How do you fuck that up?
Wow.
Manson, and he confused with Roman
Polanski with fucking the Manson family.
And then he tried to get himself out of it and failed miserably.
Wonderful Sidney Poitier is here. What was that famous line? They call me Mr. What was that one?
Why do they call you Mr. Tits? That was Tibbs, Larry.
They call me Mr. Tits. Shit.
You know how hard it was to not do an E-Rock joke there?
Of course.
Sorry, E-Rock. I'm trying.
And in so doing, you made an E-Rock joke. Yes.
Threw it out there.
Yes.
I just swung with no confidence. I bunted it out there.
All right, we'll...
So, Mrs. Lincoln, did you like the play? Were you upset that it was interrupted? Our American Cousin, that famous play.
Did you get a refund on your... Did you ever see the end of the play? Or did it remind you of your husband's brains and the hat on the floor?
You know, I want to tell you how it ends, but it's a spoiler, so I won't say it. You should see it, though. It's very entertaining.
After James Earl Ray shot Abraham Lincoln. An idiot.
He jumped to the stage and said, "You don't know what the truth could be."
Fucking moron.
Unbelievable.